Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm James, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. All right, this one is called Scared Straight. Yes, yes. How many of y'all had the opportunity to see the original Scared Straight? Huh? If you were a kid back then and you saw this program, it'll make you think twice about committing crimes and stuff like that. You know. Well, this program it followed a group of high risk teenagers. Yeah, a group of high risk teenagers during a 3 hour a 3 hour session with convicted felons. You know, to scare them straight. So it was a real good program. You know, and they let them curse and everything, and they locked you in with them. They locked you in a big dorm with them, with about six convicts who they were talking crazy, and they could have touched grabbed them if they wanted to. You know, they could have grabbed them. This was no joke. This was back. I'm surprised they let them get away with it back in the 70s, because I don't know, when censorship hit televisions and stuff, it watered everything down. So the new Scare Straight is nothing like the one in the 70s. It's not. It is not. They was at Rawway State Prison. Okay, so it wasn't staged. It wasn't set in like a they had probably had an apartment and set it up like it was in prison and stuff like that. No, this was real. The smells, the sounds, and everything, they got to experience it. And they walked them past the cells with inmates in there, real inmates, and they was telling, "Hey, give here, come over here, boy, come over here," and they were cursing for real. They were using profanity. You know, these dudes, they wasn't no joke. And half of the kids that were in the program, they ended up straightening out. One of them became a preacher, and one of them became a preacher, and he was in the Navy. Okay, so it was a good thing though, but this program was groundbreaking. You know, and I've never seen another one like it. I never seen another one like it that wasn't staged or something like that. But these convicts were going at it with them. And these convicts, they wasn't joking, because most of them had life, and most of them had over 20 years in prison. So one of them told them, he said, "What do you think? How quick do you think they can get in there to get me off you? If I jump through right now, how quick can you think they can get out here? Huh? None of them's around us. So what makes you think you can get away from me?" And he was serious too. He was serious, and they were getting up close and personal with him, spitting in their face and everything. And it was crazy, man. But they need to bring that back. But I don't know if it'll work for kids nowadays. I don't know if it'll work for them. You really have to get physical with them. You really have to get physical with them nowadays, because now they don't want to listen. But it was effective back then, back in the 70s. 78. Scared Straight was a great program. It was. And my mom and dad made me watch it with all the profanity and everything in it. They let me watch it. And it was on national television. It was. And they didn't cut none of it. They didn't bleep nothing out or nothing. So, man, this program was crazy, man, but it was very effective. Yes. So, man, if they bring it back, it's got to be like rated R. If they brought it back, they'd have to rate it, give it an R rating, you know, because they were crazy. And they made them take their shoes off. Take those shoes off. Take those shoes off. And he took all the shoes and took all their shoes and told them, now if y'all want to get your shoes, come get it. Come get it. You got to get through to me to get it. And none of the kids got up. None of the teenagers got up. And he had one teenager, told him, get up. He got up. He said, get over here, grab my belt loop. And the teenager grabbed the belt loop, and he walked around with him, and he was following him around. And he told somebody, give me a cigarette, give me a cigarette. He gave him a cigarette, and he said, you his now, go to him. You know, it was crazy. But if y'all could look it up on YouTube, the original Scared Straight, the original, and check that out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Those guys wasn't no joke, and they wasn't staged people either. You know, they were real convicts. Yeah. So, man. But check it out. Check it out for yourself. Scared Straight, the original. Rahway State Prison. Yeah. All right, you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. Yes. And share, share, share. Share my videos with your family. Share my videos with your friends. Share my videos with your loved ones. And even share it with your enemies. Right. Peace. Adios. Salamat.